Well, I've got to get a seat cushion. I can't really get another chair because I can't get one to bring over here and set up. This chair's fine. It's well made. It's just old and the cushion's gone. The back's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the back, but I can always get a back one too. You got a new chair and you didn't spend but about $60 or less. If you buy a $60 chair and you sit in it, you're not going to like it. So get you some really good cushions. I want to talk to everybody right now when it comes to positivity. When you learn how to be able to see life in a positive manner and not thinking negative all the time, what you're trying to do is get away from the negativity. And I see it all the time when I give somebody information and then they throw something negative back. That's not a way to get ahead. The way to get ahead is always to stay focused and positive. Now, one person I'm thinking about right now, a young lady that is very popular and is going to have a great future, uses Christianity as her base. Good for her. If you use Christianity as a way of positivity and to uplift yourself to go forward, so be it. The reason why I try to remain positive is just I figured out that really all negativity does is make you depressed. You know, if you see a depressed person, they're wallowing in negativity. I know I've been there. I know exactly how that feels. Now, I remember going through deep bouts of negativity. As I said, I had to climb myself out of that hole that I was in that ruined a lot of my early youth. And it wasn't until I started to get older and get into sales. As I said, sales changed me completely. And I learned in sales that you have to stay focused at all times towards your goals. And you don't let anything negative get in your way. So the whole thing is that they claim in Christianity you're supposed to be more godlike and resist. And when you resist something, to not do it, you're going to be negative back every single time. You're going to come back negative. You got to start thinking everything positive. Everything. Walking outside and saying, this is going to be a beautiful day. And it may be pouring down rain. That's okay. It's going to be a beautiful day. If you can change the way your mind thinks, you'll get that much further ahead. When I went to get my bachelor's degree, to be honest with you, it was pathetically easy. It really was easy. Graduate degrees are easy to get. Master's, a little bit deeper. And then doctorate, very deep. But with positivity, I learned this through old school, Zig Ziglar, Norman Vincent Peale, Tony Robbins, I think, is a positive motivational speaker, I believe. And Art Linkletter. I mean, just really people just everywhere. We had a pastor, Timothy Croft, at Myers Park Presbyterian Church. I listened to every single word of his sermons. He was an amazing man, highly talented. And when he got away from it, I thought, write some books, dude. I'm going to see if I can buy one of his books. This guy was great. And you know, after he gave a sermon, you walked out and you're in a positive light, just floating out the door. That's how powerful what he was saying. And so what I started doing is I started reading a lot of books on positive mental attitude, to win, to lose, how to change the way you think, reprogramming your mind. I mean, I got deep into this because I wanted to figure out a way to get my mind to flip in a positive light. One thing I will say, the 12-step program did amazing work with me. Even when I faltered and kind of went in another direction after I left the program, I can always fall right back in the 12 steps. Just boom, right? And if you don't know what the 12 steps are, I don't need to tell you. Just look them up on the internet. I worked them 3 times. Now, I only did 2 step 4 and 5s, but I worked the steps 3 times. And the whole thing is that you kind of learn how to be able to live a spiritual side, and a spiritual side is always positive. My problems that I have with the Holy Bible is it's not fluent positivity. There's a lot of negativity in the Bible. That's the reason why I don't read it. I kind of stay away from it. Because remember, the whole thing that you're trying to do is to stay focused on the goal that you're wanting to achieve and not let anything negative get in your way. Nothing negative. You know, you can wake up and go, oh man, I stuck my toe. I'm going to have to do this and I'm going to have to do that. Oh, it hurts so bad. Why not just simply say, oh man, God bless, that hurt bad. Let me see if I can get that fixed so I can go to work. See my point? Why focus on what's negative? Somebody dies. Same principle. You know, why think negative about it? It's positive. Everything's positive. Life and death is positivity. You know? So that's just the way I see it. Now, the reason why I am the way I am now is because I'm 69 years old. I have aches, pains, weakness, this. I've gone through this. I'm going through that. That's all of getting old. But if I focused on any one of those and stay on it long enough, negativity is going to start pouring back into this man, and I resist negativity. I actually get aggravated when I'm watching a YouTube video or vlog, and I see a girl and they're just so blasted negative. Everything she was saying is negative. I put a comment and I said, girl, you need to start reading some positive mental attitude books. Everybody should. Definitely. It's great stuff. I mean, I always said that I went to a conference where they had about 5 big name positive mental attitude speakers. It was a spiritual experience. I loved it. I mean, I went in there because, see, I own my own company, so I could write this off so I could go to these things. I remember I went to it. When I walked out that door, I felt like could tackle the world. That it didn't matter what I did, I was going to succeed. It's great. It's a great way to live. You'll see really great salespeople. And you'll notice and watch them, they're always focused on what they're doing and how they're going to make the sale. And they're not worried about not making it or getting it. That's what makes a good salesperson. And I had to learn that. Because if you're not congruent and genuine in what you do, find something else to do. Because being genuine is telling that individual that you're not there to basically mess them up when it comes to money. You know, In sales, there's so many negative things you can start to wallow in. And it's really just so easy to pop into your brain. And it really is. Like for me, my biggest problem when I was talking home improvement to sign up people for estimates so our salespeople can come out and give them a quote. Well, they put me in Kmart in Monroe, I believe, Monroe, North Carolina. I was driving then, had a car. I went in there and they had 10 people every hour in that store. Seriously. Now I was supposed to get leads. I got smart. And I'm not going to tell you this is cheating, but you got to understand, when you're thinking positive and not negative, and then you don't get yourself in trouble. So what I did was they have a box to register for free something to agree to a estimate box. I just reached in that box and pulled out some and looked at them to see the one I think I really wanted to use and the dates. I'd write up the lead, go back to the company and go, here you go. Because no one's taken the leads out of the box yet to type them into the computer. I'm a smart dude. Now, I worked for a company that said if you went a day without a lead, you had 3 days off without worker pay at all. That's pretty strict. So what I do is if I went into some kind of home something or another, I can't remember, this is in Pineville, North Carolina. I went in there and they had 3 people come in every hour. I mean, it was slow as all get out. And I went, I've got to get a lead. You know what I did? I walked up to a lady and I said, if you don't mind me asking, do you own your own home? She goes, yes, I do. Yes, I am owning the home. I just said, if I gave you $10, could I get some information from you? And when the company calls to give you a quote, do you think you'll need that? And she goes, no, I don't. What will you need? See, in other words, I'm giving her $10 just to get the information. Now, that is bad, but I'm staying positive to get it. So you do what you have to do to get it, as long as it's not illegal. Be careful, because there's a lot of real powerful guys out there that are highly intelligent and savvy business guys making billions of dollars, and they get their asses in trouble a lot. I mean, a lot. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. But I'm going to go ahead and end this. I probably will put this on Slave Man, I guess. But the webcam models that I work with, I try to get them to think positive. So if I get a negative in a personal message from a model, I just send her something positive back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to do this. One day only, and the next day I want to ask you to do this. After you watch this, till the time that you did watch this, so one full day, I want you to listen to everybody's negativity. It will absolutely blow your mind. It will blow your mind. I mean, people are just naturally negative human beings at times. Now, they pull themselves out of it when the baby's born, or when they fall in love, or when they get married, right? Conditional. I call it conditional. But my whole point is that for you to really be successful in life, you have to always to maintain a positive attitude. Always smile. Everything's great. The world around you is fantastic. And you'll notice that naturally you'll start to, if you're single, you'll naturally fall in love with a positive relationship with a female. Okay? The whole 9 yards of divorce between husband and wife comes down to the fact that they wallowed in negativity too much. Had they not, and they'd have changed and been more positive in their approach to marriage throughout the marriage, be positive, they wouldn't need to get a divorce. Now, most people watching this are going to say, it's hard to stay positive all the time. And I ask, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? I wake up in the mornings and I don't get the proper sleep. So I'm groggy. I'm like, I do not want to get up. Oh, yeah. That's just fatigue. When you are wore out, tired, slam, have just pushed yourself to the limit, you're going to be negative. It's hard to be positive. I will agree with that. Because the negativity goes, I'm going to crash. I'm going to sleep 24 straight hours. I'm going to sleep. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, I try to live positive even though I'm having health issues. And it's not serious. I don't know what this is. On my iPhone, I have Wi-Fi, so stuff pulls up. All that I'm going to say is that I'll give some more of these vlogs simply because I want you to change the way you live. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't. You can be in a marriage right now that's so negative that you hate every single thing about your life. Everything. You hate your job. You hate your friends. You hate your life. You hate your wife. Never hate your kids if you have kids. You never hate kids. Never hate kids. I don't care what it is. Never hate your children. That's a no-no. I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog at 17 minutes. This will be on Robert Music Guy. I will say, I'll end it with this. I will say two things. One, the 12-step program remarkably changed the way I saw myself. It's the best therapy. I always ask counselors and therapists to look into the 12 steps approach and incorporate that in your approach. You can use the 12 steps any way you want to use them. You can, as long as you don't make money off of selling of the 12 steps. I don't know. I look into the legalities, but anyway, it changes the way you see things. And the way you treat other people and the way you give yourself to someone to help them. Yeah, I'll be over there. Sure, you need $5? Yeah, man, don't worry about it. There you go. Be friendly, be kind. So I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog. Peace, guys.